Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Somebody's in regrets. Oh, somebody's in regret. Regrets are here. Learning is also soon keeps appearing at the bottom. Learning, regrets, anger, message of forgiveness for you. Police, see siren in the background. Regrets. Well, God don't bless no mess. So what's this about? Let me. You're upgrading. You did it yourself. Getting or doing better than before. Not allowing others to treat you less than. That's why they're angry. They gonna learn today. What else is here? Burnt out blues. Toll of relentless work and stress takes its effect, exhausted by trying too much and too hard. Somebody's accidentally confessing. Oh, is that why they're in regret? Because you're learning something that was private and inadvertently or unexpectedly disclosed. Somebody unintentional revelation. Rigged. Yeah. See, and this, oh, are you learning? This is how you learned that there was unfair manipulation. Somebody was trying to achieve a specific outcome by being dishonest, having unethical behavior, and so that means the outcome, it's deceptive. There's a jealous ex. This could be that. Doesn't like seeing you move on or doing better than them, unable to move on, shadow competitor. So they need to be angry with themselves or learned. Somebody's watching your every move, secretly competing with you, obsessed with what you're doing. Conflict, competition, oppressors. Interesting. Interesting. So somebody here you can't trust. There's a new beginning, upgrading, interference, jealous ex, so or the shadow competitor. This could be them that's burnt out by watching everything you're doing and secretly competing because there's no competition. Oh, so Chiron healing is here. There you have healing powers, you have personal development and growth. You're not doubting yourself or shaming yourself. So that's could also be why somebody's in regret, Leo, because you're upgrading, you're shining. They're hitting on your glow, your essence, your energy, Taurus in the bombshell. Yeah, you're you're sexy, you're attractive, and you're very confident, and you know who you are. You're very worthy. North Node, you're in your North Node, not rigging, not being dishonest or having unethical behavior. You're seeking higher knowledge, higher belief systems, spiritual. So they're hating on your beliefs and your ability to heal and your psychic or your intuition, your intuitive energy. What you intuitively take action. You did shadow work. So that's why this isn't a thing. Competing isn't a thing. So this is somebody, yeah, that's What's the regret? Hidden person. That shadow competitor. Hidden person. Regrets. That's who's angry and in regret. You don't know this, so because they're at a shortage of learning whatever they're trying to learn. There's not a lot of it. There's a shock factor. Message of forgiveness. Partner. Message of forgiveness because somebody wants to partner with you or work with you. They want your trust. This could still literally be a jealous ex or two different people, but they want your trust. They're angry. What's the anger? What's with the anger here? They want to send a message, a volatile ass one, but they can't because if they're secretly obsessed with this accidental confession, oh yeah, that brings conflict now, doesn't it? Because somebody tried to rig an outcome through deception, maybe having people interfere with an outcome that you're gonna have. Mm, 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 mm. Temperance. That's not the deck I wanted. But Three of Cups. Peaceful resolution. You're in harmony with people that are at peace and bring peaceful resolutions, not interfering. Community, happiness, celebration, upgrading. What's present right now? Knight of Cups. You're leading with your heart, following your heart. You could be, well, a Leo or a Taurus or Sag, ninth house energy, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You don't have to be. What's with this rigged? So they wanted an opportunity, or they wanted your opportunity for a new venture to begin, a new idea, so they could prosper. The Hermit, without doing any of the work, without searching for truth, without being having inner guidance. What's with this hidden person in regret? They're holding on to your energy or judgment. Yeah, they're under judgment. There's a wake up call here. Reflection, awakening, reckoning. What's here with this judgment? Page of Cups. Oh, that could be why they're angry, especially if they're being guided to apologize. Forgiveness. To ask for forgiveness. What's here with this rigged? It doesn't matter what they tried to rig, it ain't happening. Endings, change, conflict, reversal of fate, fortune. This is spiritual jail and judgment. Somebody is clinging to control, so they have no control, and now they're down on their luck and entrapped and imprisoned and being the victim, hurt because they're just watching heartbreak, suffering, grief. That's That's part of their karma. What's the challenge here? Self-love, compassion, comfort, wishes, hopes, renewal, faith. Why is this a challenge? Probably because somebody didn't want you to see yourself for who you were. Yeah, they wanted this cycle unfinished or no closure. So they, this is incomplete for them. Again, this is a lesson that they're gonna have to relearn and figure out after they, because they wouldn't release things. They wanted to manipulate, control unethically. So yeah, they're in spiritual jail. They're trapped in the fortunes going down. And it's gonna be like that for a long time. How'd I get the world and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Both of them. If they thought they had bad luck before, huh? They chose that. They chose whatever they did. So they have to deal with the consequences of the grief and the loss in the self-pity. This is somebody that's a victim. And they play victim just for the validation. Yep. Now they're out and abandoned and down on their energy. They're insecure. They're in need of a lot of things, especially money, resources, energy. Because again, they're not in control. They're out of control. There's no control, especially since that's what they were trying to do to you and others. Eight of Cups, and you were disillusioned to this and walked away because you're practical and you're financially secure and you aren't afraid of making tough, difficult choices because you would rather choose, keep the blind faith, trust that you're guided by, you're protected, guided, which you are. Um, not having sleepless nights under pressure, reliving trauma. That ain't, you ain't about that anymore. We're not there. This is alignment. It's, yes. So residual feelings, unable to move on. That's a them problem. What else? Your 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, readings over. And you're the King of Swords while they're the Page of Swords. Or this is somebody watching you make head over heart, disciplined, truthful, ethical, honest choices on your own, independently, persevering. Yeah. Trusting. What else do we got here? Distance travel, finding your way. They're being misled purposefully by spirit, misleading information, unrequited love. They're a hot, hot mess. God don't bless no mess or illusionist. That's not true. You can be a mess. You don't have to be perfect. You just can't be unethical, dishonest, deceptive, a snake in disguise, and unfairly manipulate. Now they're haunted. There's no doubt about that. No motherfucking doubt. Haunted. Virgo, you could be a Virgo or they could be confession, accidental confession. Hmm, exactly. They're desperate. Your patience will be rewarded and your cooperation. And something is actually happening. There's no escape, especially because you're self-aware, so they can't put anything on you. And they're enslaved to their choices. It's out of your hands and your control now. They have a dark spirit. It's in the spirit's hands, chasing, seeking energy. So they're enslaved to that chasing, seeking energy. Shadow forces at play. Fallen angel. Transactional relationship. No, nope. You're attuned to yourself in this journey. And you trust yourself, you're focused and resilient and abundant. Trust that abundance is coming. You will be playing a different role, upgrading, upgrades. Hidden secrets can harm you on this journey. That's what somebody's learning in their burnt out blues. Dealings or relationship with a woman. That could be the focus, or you're the woman. Trust. Money path, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Resilience, a stubborn, aggressive person. That's why they're resilient, though. Control your anger or you will be sorry. That's for the shadow competitor that wants to send a message because of anger. Clouds, temporary problems for them. It could be thundering and lightning near you, or raining like it is near me, but successful outcome to your problems. Bridge, overcoming it, burning that bridge, and then building a new one. So, karma's a bitch. She bites back. The evil eye they sent your ways backfired. They could be a fire sign, but they're insecure because you're confident. So they are trying to take your energy, confidence, respect, and pride. Hating on your body image, exercise routine, because they're superficial, they have no depth. So they want to give you headaches and lightheadedness. Neighborhood drama. So one or some of your neighbors really don't like you. Fake smiles, small talk, neighborhood, community drama. They're gonna learn today. Um, they want you to miss out or lose an opportunity. They could be poking a doll thinking it's you. Masculine hater, because that's giving voodoo doll. That doesn't work on me. So if if I can, it's possible to form the boundaries of protection and have none of this affect you. You ascend above it. That's why they're hating on your successful life choices. Unintentional. This is intentional. They don't realize they're sending you evil eye words and actions. Yes, the fuck they do. This isn't, yes, they do. Whoever made these cards, you're delusional. Copycat, trying to be just like you in everything you do. Or like, I'd love to know, because if you've been on this journey, there's no such thing as unintentional. evil eye words or actions being sent your way. That's why they hide themselves. That's why they rig. They're unethical, dishonest, angry, jealous, cause conflict. They know what they're doing. Karma's a bitch. Transactional relationship. There's that boomerang effect that happening, that butterfly effect happening, that domino effect happening. Yeah. So stay mad. Stay mad. The evil eye they sent your way is backfired. That's why that was the first card out. Don't backtrack now. Hidden person. You're a master manifester. Magnetism through gratitude. Immense growth. No expectations. Unknown gift. And you could be getting more gifts. So I hope this helps. If this resonated, please hit that like button. Um, don't forget to subscribe. And thank you for hyping the videos, for sharing it, and all that good stuff, for all your comments and interactions. I appreciate y'all and love everyone. See you later.